Question: are you still suffering from UTIs, yeast infections, BV, odors, unusual smells, anything like that? It's time you know the truth about why you're getting those. It actually all starts with your underwear choices. That's right. My name is Jessica Krupa, and I'm the founder and designer of Panty Promise and a seasoned fashion designer with over 20 years experience in New York City. After working at Victoria's Secret as a senior designer for almost 10 years, I traveled abroad and saw all of the chemicals, harmful materials that were built in women's underwear and just knew that these could not be good for feminine wellness. In 2020, I left Victoria's Secret and consulted with top New York gynecologist, Dr. Alyssa Dweck, with a mission of pairing the intimate apparel industry with the femtech industry to create the first preventative wellness undergarment brand for women everywhere. So, have you been shopping for underwear as a 5 for $25 deal? Or have you been shopping for underwear that look itty bitty like this? They don't have gussets, and instead they have a faux gusset, or the gusset is so tiny that it actually has what people are calling a pocket because they actually don't know what it's used for. Well, I studied intimate apparel at the Fashion Institute of Technology and was a professor there for 2 years. And this little piece of fabric is actually supposed to be the most important part of a woman's undergarment. That is right. Back in the day in 1970, it used to be regulated that women would have to have cotton here if the body of the fabric of the undergarment was not cotton. And why? Because gynecologists have studied that the only thing that's hypoallergenic, breathable, and moisture absorbing is cotton material. And why? Because it's a natural crop that comes out of the ground. It's fun, and that's it. It's not treated with harmful chemicals. What do harmful chemicals do? They trap heat and moisture and create a disruptive balance of your pH that causes all those gynecological issues. So while women are wearing Lululemon, they're wearing spandex, they're wearing these 5 for $25 garments that have fake gussets woven in that are made out of polyamide and elastane, which who knows what these garments are. And people are complaining, hey, I'm getting yeast infections, I'm getting this. And gynecologists are begging women to wear cotton. So I spent a year alongside of a gynecologist, and we created over 100 protos and came up with a utility patent pending design where it is 100% cotton, covers your entire vulva from the mons pubis all the way to the perineum. And for people who don't know that, the top of your vulva, aka your vaginal lips, all the way to your butthole, so to speak. That way you have optimum protection in those areas, which is where you can have a breeding ground. So if you think back in 2020 when we used to wear masks, people would get maskne, right? So if you put a synthetic mask on your face, you would sometimes get acne. You have lips here, women have 2 sets, downstairs too. If you put a synthetic fabric over that, it traps heat and moisture and just disrupts everything, especially for athletes. So I created the brand. It was super important to me to create it in an inclusive model, meaning inclusive sizes. As most brands only offer 4 sizes from extra small to 4X, I offer as most brands offer from extra small to extra large, I offer 9 sizes from extra small all the way up to 4X. We also offer inclusive skin tones from pale, sand, tan, and mocha, while most brands still only offer boring beige. I feel like women of all skin tones should be included in our brand. And as part of a women's wellness company, I also wanted to make sure women felt the need that they were getting serviced when, their underwear falls apart, rips, or tears. So we created a subscription model as well, so that way you can get panties at your doorstep whenever you're not even thinking about it. Because let's be real, women have discharge. They rip, they get messed up in the laundry, so it's important that women always have a reusable item that's good for their feminine wellness. Think of it like tampons. You get a subscription tampon box, or you're constantly buying those things. It should be the same for your feminine wellness. And unfortunately, the apparel industry decided to think that underwear should be this 5 for $25 deal and it should be made out of cheap synthetics like this. Meanwhile, this is actually underwear the most important thing that women can put on their bodies. So by cheapening that, women are going to the gynecologist, they're complaining about vaginal issues like yeast infections, reoccurring things that could be preventative just by wearing a good cotton underwear that's an everyday organic brand. So just think when you're shopping organic, make sure that you're buying underwear that are made from organic materials. Ours is made out of a beautiful luxury Italian certified organic fabric. It stretches so you don't get those pesky panty lines at your waist and at your leg. And we just say 100% organic cotton where it counts, covering the most important part of a woman's body. Just think about all the wonderful things the vagina can do. Don't you want to protect it with natural materials so that it can be optimum all day, breathable, hypoallergenic? Trapping it with heat and moisture with a synthetic is just not a good idea at any time. However, I understand that most people just don't know this. So it's my mission to get the word out that if you're having these problems, if you're trying to have a preventative solution, shop organic cotton and shop something that's going to be comfortable on you. I've been, we spent over a year doing these prototypes, worked with top New York gynecologists. I was an intimate apparel designer for over 10 years. So we wanted to be the panty brand that you could trust, really bringing undergarments to women that really have a need for this. And so far, we've already converted over 1,000 women who have these issues to actually having solved these problems now. They're going to the gynecologist less. They're having less yeast infections. Their overall hygiene is just so much more improved because they just didn't know that a synthetic was causing this much of an issue. So we're now in so many retailers, we're getting the word out there, and now I just want to spread the word even more from a fashion designer point of view, somebody who really cares about bringing feminine wellness to its customers. So as the founder and designer of the brand, I've been working on this since 2020. I've been to market for 2 years, and my mission is to just bring awareness to women across the globe to let them know that there is a brand out there with a founder that cares about them, that listens, that understands, and creates, we have over 5 different styles on our website, from low rise to high rise, all of the 9 sizes, all of the skin tones, a subscription model, panic pack bundles. We have a blog that helps women understand their feminine wellness that's written in part with gynecological background and medical journal entries behind it. So we care, and we want to make sure that women know that there are better options for them when it comes to their feminine health and hygiene, just as a preventative solution as simple as their panties. So while I spent a year doing this, we have a utility patent pending on it throughout the EU, the United States, and Canada, and this is to make sure women are protected with our actual quality to really enhance their wellness. So as the founder, I thank you for listening to this video and to, learning a little bit about your feminine wellness. And you can visit our website to learn even more, shop around. But really, this brand was made for women by women, and we are just all about empowering women about their feminine wellness. And our slogan is, a panty a day keeps the gyno away, because we actually do. So yeah, thank you for listening to the video. That's my founder spiel, and have a great day.